hardpoint. And now we show
Holy,
you where the next
yo,
hardpoint
yo,
is
yo,
going
yo,
to
wait, whoa, 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 whoa. We are pausing right now. Are you ready, chat? Okay. Wait for it.
And instant access to the Woods Operator Pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
Oh my god! That's a monkey bomb! Bro, it looks like World War II zombies though. What is happening? Dude.
The Woods Operator Pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
Reach for Juggernaut tonight! Oh, it's back, baby! It's back!
Pre-order a digital copy and get early access to the open.
Yo, keep talking to me, dude.
Instant access to the Woods Operator Pack.
Instant access to the Woods Operator Pack.
The Woods Operator.
Wait, oh my god, is that the Nacht staircase? Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel if you haven't already. Let's get into the breakdown. The teaser starts with several frames that are really hard to make out. Then we get this, which looks to me like it says the word project with a K at the top, and then show station, something like that. You've got some marine looking dudes on the side here wearing side caps, or at least I think they are. And I think there's a chance that if we see a clearer version of this, what we're actually looking at is the United States flag, because you've got this blue section on the left-hand side, and then we see our first clear gameplay shot of Cold War zombies featuring what really looks like the staircase from the help room in Nacht-Toten. However, it's changed. What's changed? We have an arrow on the right-hand side here that basically looks like it's got dark matter now. The previous wall writing has been upgraded. They've done all those headshot challenges and they've now got dark matter on the walls. Does that suggest that we're in a different area? Does that suggest that this is disconnected to the previous story? Or it's before the previous story? Or after the previous story? Or what? We'll talk more about that in a minute. The M1911 here is looking great. Held at a kind of weird angle, but maybe that's only for the purposes of the trailer. And all of this graffiti on the wall looks so cool to me. I think the idea they're going for here appears to be Nacht, but it's maybe, I don't know, let's say 50 years later, but not quite to the point of being in the future, like not quite to the point of being the Nacht that's in transit, but Nacht later on than we would have found it, so it's after the war, and at this point, this area has been overrun by just civilians who might have been sort of squatting here, they might have been hiding out in the bunker a little bit while they were trying to scavenge in a nearby area. We don't know what the wider world around this area looks like right now, but it's the sort of thing that seems to be frequented by, I don't know, kids in their teens that are just looking for something to do. Maybe they're going and doing drugs in the basement of Nacht-Toten. Who knows? It's that kind of place. I'm liking the style. We keep moving. More things that, in my opinion, are completely impossible to make out. Pause. Okay, this is Milo from the future talking. Let's go back a couple of frames. Here, this is not impossible to make out. This is a person. This could well be a third character being shown, okay? Then we see this woman. Now, the woman, to me, could be the woman from the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War campaign, who I believe is called Park. Helen Park, to be specific. Helen Park entered Oxford at the age of 16, Treyarch writes. While working on her doctorate in international relations, her older brother was severely injured. She began to study the origins and motivations of international paramilitary organizations, eventually leading her to join the ranks of MI6. After several years of international assignments, Park was placed on protection service for 2 British scientists. Under Park's watch, the team was set to travel to a clandestine location to collaborate with the CIA on an officially sponsored project. There, she met Adler, a key figure in that new program, and personally took on an experienced role in its development. Afterwards, she would join Adler on an ad hoc black operations team, utilizing the fruits of their labor together. However, the interests of MI6 and the Crown always come first for Park, whether her new partners know it or not. So that's a little bit of information about her. Is it her? Well, maybe. This is the first time we see the monkey bomb. It is confirmed to be returning, which is cool. And then we see this. Gregory Weaver. Yes, the man that lost his eye in the Black Ops 1 campaign is in this teaser. Is this a further indication, if Park was who we saw just now, and now we're seeing Weaver, that the campaign universe is now the zombies universe? Now, this kind of area is something I want to pause on real quick, okay? To me, the fact that there is so much depth in the room, as you can see, it goes so far and it goes down quite a long way, suggests that this is not the transit power room as I've seen people in my live stream chat speculating. This seems to be a slightly rounded fence, and it doesn't seem to extend all the way across the room, and it doesn't seem to go up on the other side either. Now, if we think about what we know of the transit power room, yes, it does kind of have this vibe of going down into a central area with a large machine in the center, right? Like, that rings a bell. I'll show it on screen right now. But the problem is that it was always less deep than this. It never had this kind of rounded, weird, mega depressed bit, this lower area. It was never quite that low. And also, in terms of the timing of things, if this is narked with that power room that is in the transit map, then what we must be seeing is some kind of weird mix between an old narked, because this is clearly not post-transit kind of era, and also a new narked, because this is more developed than the transit power room was. It looks more similar to me like the Ascension centrifuge room, but it still doesn't look like the centrifuge room to me at all. It's just that aesthetically, it gives me more of that vibe. It also gives me a really strong World War II zombies kind of aesthetic and vibe as well. It's really giving that off with the way the zombies look as well. They look like they might be wearing some kind of Russian uniforms, maybe, potentially, something like that, or German uniforms. It's really hard for me to make out, but again, we'll be diving into this in more depth in the coming days, so I'll have theories probably for both sides coming soon, so make sure you're subscribed. And then we swivel up, and we see this zombie, and it's got glowing orange eyes, and it's kind of got, like, growths coming out of it, and it just looks like a Treyarch zombie to me, and it makes me happy, and I'm really excited about the fact that the zombie looks the way it does. So yeah, that's cool too. The fact that there's a flashlight is interesting. The fact that the room is so dark is interesting. Are we going to spawn in and it's going to be pitch black, and then with our flashlights we're going to have to turn on the power and then we can see everything? Why is the facility shut down like this? What's going on here? Is this even the main zombies map, or is this just a teaser for like a tutorial mode, a side mode, another kind of fire team mission type thing? We just don't know. That's the beauty of this. It's so early. We just don't know what we're even looking at right now. I'm excited, man. Whether or not this game is like leaps and bounds above what we've seen in the past, or if it's just sort of like another year of zombies content, my biggest goal this year is just to have fun with it. My goal is just to have fun. And so I'm setting myself up right now to just have a good time with whatever we get. And the fact that Jug is back, and the fact that there's some interesting kind of twists on things that we might have seen in the past, but in a completely different light to anything we've actually seen, excites me. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you have, and I had better get back to making even more content for you guys. I'm excited to see where all this goes. See you soon. Make sure you're subbed. Bye for now.